We're joined today by Thomas Nador, CEO of Buru Energy. Thomas, thanks for your time.
Not a problem, glad to be here.
12 months in the job, from where you were when you stepped into Buru Energy to where you are now. How has the business changed and what's your vision?
Okay, the business has fundamentally changed 18 days after my appointment, when Origin Energy, for strategic reasons, has decided to depart the joint venture, which actually found the Raphael conventional gas and condensate discovery. So I spent most of the time in the latter part of 2022 trying to extract as much value from their departure as possible. Where we sit today, we have 100% ownership of the largest conventional gas and condensate discovery in the Canning Basin, onshore Western Australia. Number two, we have had a very proud history of oil production from the Kimberley, but I've had to, unfortunately, with my management team, suspend operations until further notice, which was very much caused by the road destruction issue on the back of the tropical cyclone Ellie. But more importantly, we have now kicked off a 3D seismic survey over the Raphael discovery, and we will be seeing some very good insights from that within the next 2 months.
Importantly, while some shareholders might be disappointed by the suspension of production, the excitement or the sizzle really comes from Raphael and the opportunity to rapidly take that project towards production. Is that the goal? Is that what you're focused on?
Most definitely is. What's quite interesting is when I announced to the market that I have suspended operations from Ungani, our share price didn't move. That really shows where the market's head is at in relation to where Buru is heading. We are pivoting very much towards conventional gas. We see gas as a transition fuel, and we are putting most of our capital and our resources to commercialising Raphael. It is really important for your viewers to understand that we do also have, under the recently announced domestic gas policy, we do have the right to export that gas.
Interestingly, what we're seeing, particularly in the Perth Basin and then other basins within Western Australia, the buyers of the gas are now becoming the owners of the projects. Do you think that's a trend that's going to continue?
Most definitely. And if you look at the Buru thematic, we've got a discovery that could be over 1 trillion cubic feet of conventional gas and over 20 million barrels of condensate. But the third parties we are speaking with, they're more interested in the carbon footprint of that development. So the CCS, the carbon capture and storage potential of the Canning Basin where we operate, is providing as much attraction to potential off-takers as the product itself. We are spot on when it actually comes to seeing a trend where potential off-takers will take a risk in upstream development to safeguard the security of supply of product, but it also has to be a greener product. It has to have a low carbon footprint, and at Buru we can actually deliver both.
Where to from here? What's the plan and what should investors be focused on over the next 6 to 12 months?
Okay, so we are in the process of acquiring 3D seismic survey over the Raphael structure. What that will inform us is the aerial extent of that accumulation, but also the gas column associated with Raphael. That will support us precisely locating targeted appraisal wells in 2024. So look out for the outcome of the 3D seismic survey. Look out for some news on us committing to long lead items and potentially a rig to drill appraisal wells in 2024. But most importantly, look after some news flow on our partner selection process. We've been quite active out there in the market, looking at ammonia, looking at methanol, looking at liquefied natural gas off-takers. So look after some news on that front. But most importantly, I guess, is we do have an opportunity to develop the Raphael resource via a two-staged process, a two-phase process. And the first phase of that process, which is targeting a gas-to-power project in the Kimberley, is going to have, will actually be in production in 2027. So that will provide early cash flows, whereas the second phase of the project, which will talk to Raphael appraisal outcomes, will deliver either methanol, ammonia or LNG to the market as early as late 2029.
A proud and successful history, but an exciting future ahead. A company we want to keep watching, Buru Energy. Thomas, thanks for your time.
Thank you so much, David. Appreciate it.